Halloween is in full swing in this studio.
And we've got some haunted hotspots for you.
Welcome back to another episode of the Long Island Tea Podcast, where we spill the tea every week. And this week we are spilling some spooky tea because it's Halloween. I'm Sharon.
I'm Stacy.
Nice to see you, Stace.
You as well.
How you doing?
How you doing?
You have somebody here behind you.
I do. That I won't look at. I'm not into it. It's just one, or is it both? Is it just one of them, or is there two?
It's just one.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was Michael Myers and Jason.
No, I keep saying Jason because that's the only, I don't know. It's Michael Myers.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
We have a ton of guests today.
We
have
do.
Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. Peaches is in the studio with us.
She's
itching. A good girl.
She's a great girl. She is itching to join the pod.
And then we're going to have a guest later on when we talk about our blog, about spooky stuff on Long Island.
Yeah, stay tuned for that because that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's been a good week. A lot of meetings.
Yes.
A lot of good things. A lot of stuff happening. I feel like October flew by in a blink of an eye. We were in a meeting today talking about February, and I was like, we got to get on that right now.
Yeah.
It's happening.
We were talking about the U.S. Open in June. It was like, well, once January comes around, we're 6 months out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I'll take it. I love Four Seasons. We always say it, but not so much a cold weather girly.
No, me either. But you know what happens actually in all reality? Get through the holidays, Halloween, all the stuff. Then it hits January, and then February flies, and then March is like 500 days long.
It's because there's no day off.
That's what it is?
Yeah, there's no days off in March.
Okay.
There's no holiday. Easter Passover comes in April. Mm-hmm. So I think that there's, March has historically been a month where there's nothing. I think sometimes a holiday fell early, but otherwise that's what it is. March drags. And it's also that weird transitional month.
Right. Where you can go either way.
Winter, but you're like yearning for spring.
Yeah.
And you want to that's like when I want to like throw my winter jackets in a fire.
Yes.
But March has been a little bit chilly, so I'm hoping I would like a October version of March. Like, let's start spring early, the way we ended summer late.
Right.
But yeah.
I know. So I think it's been a good week. What did you do?
I didn't feel well.
I didn't feel well either.
We had something, I think, going on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been like headache central in the office.
I know.
This probably isn't really good for my headache, but
right.
I think it's actually the onset of allergy season.
Well, I think that and the weather, like you said,
right? The drastic changes.
We keep expecting to drop weather temperature, and then like go out for lunch, and it's like 65 degrees out.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm not complaining, but I think the heat's on in the building, so it's like, I don't know. I think that has lots to do with it.
That might be it. I mean, it is 40s at night. I texted you when I was walking the track last night.
I was like, look at you.
Yeah. It's only because we'd had soccer practice from 7:30 to 9.
Okay.
And so usually we carpool, but last night was not a carpool night. So it's like I either drop him, drive 15 minutes to go back home.
Right.
Count to 60 and go back. And I like to watch him the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So instead I just walk the track. But I refuse to take out my winter jacket yet. So I just had a hoodie and a down vest. It wasn't really enough.
Right. It was cold.
I run cold. Some people don't care. They have a high tolerance for it. But it's at night. It's winter jacket season.
It is winter jacket. I was telling you before we started this, tonight, that was peachy. Tonight I have Braden's football game, and then we leave there, go home, shove some food in our mouth, and then go to baseball. And on the fields, especially, even if it's like, somewhat chilly, but in a field, it's
subtract 10,
so
at least.
cold.
We had last night, yesterday after school, we had a soccer game, and it was chilly. I definitely wasn't dressed because I wore whatever I wore to work. And then I was with a friend whose son was going to see his friend's soccer game. So like you said, on the field, subtract 10 degrees from anything you know, but it was on the water.
Oh, even worse.
Right. I mean, the field is almost literally, it's like water, sand, field.
Yeah.
And it was like, you have to like really, that's an Under Armour situation and a hat and a jacket, because there it probably was. If it was 48 degrees mid-island, it had to have felt at least 10 less when you're on the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
It's sports season though.
Yeah.
So that doubling up. It's very strange. For soccer, my son is on 3 soccer teams, so usually there's something. I don't have a single soccer game this weekend.
I know you were saying that.
Nothing.
I love that
and
for
I
you.
thought I actually had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a basketball game Saturday morning,
Okay.
and then a practice Saturday, and then a flag football game Sunday. But like very easy,
Yeah.
super local.
Yeah.
You know, like he could probably ride his bike to the game
That's
if he wanted
awesome.
to. It's a very nice relief. And then the 2 weekends after that are just disgusting.
Jam-packed.
It's like I'm just a chef in an Uber those
Yeah.
weekends. It is just
Yeah.
like make sure you food and like the caloric intake is good for what you
Yep.
just burned.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna take you here and there.
Yeah. It's crazy. We love it though. We live
do
for
love
it.
No, it's weird. I do love it.
Let's be real. I think we should get into this episode.
Okay.
And each week we show our teas, hot teas. Show us your Long Islander. So this week we are spotlighting a standout Long Island local who is making an impact in the community. And this week's spotlight is Tim Howe, COO of Spectrum Designs Foundation, who was just honored with the Live Long and Prosper Tribute Award from the Nimoy Knight Foundation, alongside iconic autism advocate Temple Grandin.
So Leonard Nimoy, live long and prosper was a phrase that Dr. Spock, who
Okay.
he played on Star Trek, popularized. So that's
Okay.
like the live long and prosper
Oh,
thing.
you could do that?
Yeah.
So
I can't
kinda-
do it this. You couldn't. Oh, all right. I can see it. So that's that's where that comes from. And then Temple Grandin she's an autistic animal behavior and expert and advocate. And HBO did an award-winning film with her years ago where
Wow.
Claire Danes played her.
I love this.
So if you haven't seen that, it's pretty special.
I love that.
And so just knowing that Tim Howe is in the same league as Temple Grandin is a really big deal.
Yeah, that's incredible. We love to work with Spectrum Design. They are an amazing organization, and we've purchased a ton of merchandise from them, and I love it. But this award celebrates those who embody Mr. Spock's values of peace, logic, and inclusion. And under Tim's leadership, nearly 70% of Spectrum's employees are on the autism spectrum, and the company has become a national model for inclusive employment, serving big names like Google, J.Crew, and the Born This Way Foundation, and of course us, Discover Long Island. Tim says he's proud to help redefine autism not as a limitation, but as a source of innovation and strength.
So this particular company, I don't know that if anything has ever come to fruition, but it's one of those companies that I will meet other parents, other people, whatever, and they will discuss that their son, their nephew, whatever, has autism. Mm-hmm. And I always love the ability to, because sometimes it makes it difficult to work,
Mm-hmm.
once they become adults or of working age. And I love having this as a resource because I've recommended them so many times to say, if he's looking for a job, look up this company. Mm-hmm. And it's so nice to show them like the about section where it's like what you just said, 70% have autism.
And it's incredible. They do incredible work. I know we saw a couple videos on them through different other awards that they've been awarded, and I love watching like the interviews and seeing how these children or adults are really thriving in this community.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
So for any listeners, if you're getting swag for some event, whether it's personal or something business, work related, look these guys up because the award is nice. But look up Spectrum Designs; they're based on Long Island, and get your swag from them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. If you, sorry.
Go ahead. No, your turn. Go ahead.
If you know somebody doing something incredible and you want to nominate them for our Long Islander of the Week, send us a DM or email us at spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.
Love it. Hot Pog's Tom Primrose electrifies Suffolk County Marathon, captures first place in just his second race. Tom Primrose is 29 years old, a Hot Pog resident and PSEG Long Island engineer, took first place in the Suffolk County Marathon with a time of 2:05, beating the field by over 3 minutes. After stepping away from running during college, Primrose rediscovered his passion and is now chasing his dream of qualifying for the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, this was a qualifier.
Yes.
That's why it was like especially a big deal. It wasn't just a cute marathon.
It was, it's a qualifier. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, but more than a race, this event support Long Island veterans with participants like the Marine Corps veteran Chad Lennon running the 10K while carrying the American flag and a weighted vest. And the marathon is a powerful celebration of endurance and community spirit.
So we were there. We had an activation there. We brought Lily, Brianna, and I. It was really, really heartwarming to see all these people run on our behalf, somebody that they know and love, who is a veteran, and I think the one who was carrying the flag, Chad Lennon, he was saying it's not, people are like, you're carrying it the whole time. He's like, this is the least I can do for, our veterans in the community. So I love this race. We love going to it. We love having our activations there. But congratulations, Tom Primrose, 29 years old. Okay, so right across from the Suffolk County Marathon is the Sagda Coast Manor, which is known for haunts and thrills. And we have our section on what we talk about with the blog, but we wanted to bring Angelica Miceli, our Director of Partnership and Events, on to talk because she is a spooky, scary skeleton.
I'm sure she'd love to be called that. So let's bring her on.
We're super excited because we have our very own spooky, scary skeleton, Angelica, joining us today, who is like Queen of Goth. I love it.
I'm so honored to be your goth queen.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
We brought you here because you are totally into Halloween. You love Halloween. We talk about it all the time. And I think it's just, you're like the knowledgeable expert on some spooky spots here on Long Island.
I love it. I love Long Island, obviously, because I work here. And spooky Long Island, it's pretty big.
It's a thing. It's crazy.
And it's especially being your Director of Partnerships and Events. So you have the inside scoop on also like not only just what you love about Halloween on Long Island, but what our partners are doing specifically. So tell us, where did your love of all things Halloween stem from?
I was snowed in one year when I was like 8 years old with my uncle, and he put on The Shining.
Oh.
And that's where it started.
Okay.
It started there, and it never stopped. My wedding was on Friday the 13th. I had Ghostface appear in the wedding, and my hobby...
Ghostface from Scream, not from Wu-Tang.
Yes, Ghostface from Scream. But yeah, no, I work at Discover Long Island, obviously, Director of Partnership, and my hobbies outside of talking to small businesses and getting them on board is ghost hunting.
I know, it's crazy. So we kind of teased it last week on the episode that neither of us are like thriller lovers or anything, or like we don't love the spooky season. So we really wanted to bring you on because you do, and you know a lot of things that happen here on Long Island. So why don't you tell us some things that you are very much known for? Or known about.
Well, I mean, what I'm known for, I can get into that too. I was in a Long Island paranormal investigators book, which is really cool.
Crazy.
I'll send Michael the picture so he can like snap it in. But yeah, I won a few awards for a picture that I got in Williamsburg. But Long Island itself is robust with so many haunted spots. I will start with one of the first movies I've ever seen that got me involved in horror. Amityville Horror. Ed and Lorraine Warren. That was one of their spots.
Yeah.
They came here.
Yeah.
And they investigated here.
It's crazy.
It's so scary.
So the whole movie concept is like, was it written? It was based off of a book, right? First?
Don't look to me for anything
I don't think
horror.
It was based off of a book. I think it was just the DeFeo family that was, he unfortunately unalived his family. And then a new family came in and they were haunted.
It's crazy.
Isn't that my aunt lived up the block from them and knew them? I think on Long Island, like everybody knows everybody,
Yeah,
right?
it's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Exactly. Or Kevin James.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
But I think like I have my feelings on this book or movie because it was based in like the 70s, right? So prime time. And I just think, I don't know how true it is, but go for it. Go on.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is not a tourist attraction, obviously. Don't hang out in front of the house, but it's a notable haunted happening on Long Island. The second most famous one is do you guys watch The Stranger Things?
Yes.
I did watch Stranger Things.
The Stranger Things, that was based on Camp Hero.
Yes.
In Montauk.
Yes.
So
that was new to me. I only learned that last year. I don't know if we brought it up on a podcast, but I learned that
so
here
we had
recently.
Weird History Girl here, I think, right? That was who.
Weird History Gal.
Weird History Gal as a guest on the pod, and she has a whole YouTube channel on different spooky places on Long Island, and she did a video on Camp Hero.
I love her. I follow her.
She's awesome.
She's really cool. Yeah, Camp Hero, if you don't know what it is, tiny history. It was built during World War II as a secret coastal defense base disguised as a fishing village. And a lot of people, the lore is said that the Montauk Project stems from there, and there's secret mind control and time travel experiments. So when you go there, a lot of like static happens and
You can feel the energy.
You can feel the energy and like weird things that unexplained.
Right. Makes
But
sense.
It does make sense. I feel like Camp Hero is Area 51 with an ocean view.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I took my dog there hiking last year, and it was so eerie. It was like rainy. It looked like the lighthouse from like Robert Eggers' film. It was scary.
By the way, that just shows that you're in tourism. You're like, it's Area 51 with a water view.
Yeah. It's funny because there is a thing for haunted tourism.
There is, yeah.
Like I went to London to investigate, like I think London's oldest prison, and I've been to Williamsburg, Gettysburg, you name it, I've been there. So and Long Island is robust with so many haunted spots that people need to.
Make
it some
make
love.
it a thing.
Yeah.
I think that it is a thing, like like history tourism and spooky tourism. And here we are.
Spooky.
Can I just very quickly talk about when I thought I saw a ghost?
Yes. Oh, please.
So it
Were you
was.
at Camp Hero?
I wasn't at Camp Hero. The year was 2019.
Not too long ago.
No, and I went with friends to New Orleans, and New Orleans is notorious for being wildly haunted.
And vampires too.
And what?
Vampires.
Yeah, all that stuff. So obviously not a fan. And so I think we were supposed to do like a ghost tour, and I don't think they did it. We just ended, but I was not going to be part of it. I was going to spend time by myself because that stuff. So anyway, one night we went out to dinner, not at a restaurant for any particular reason, not because it was haunted. And I was sitting so there were 7 of us, and I was sitting at the end of the table, and I saw a ghost hand. I know I did. And I said something to the friend across, and she was like, I definitely just saw that. And it
was just a
wasn't
hand?
anything. I swear,
So
it was
like
just,
the Addams Family?
it was like a translucent, you could see, it was like,
A ghost hand.
it was like a ghost hand. But like, I don't know if my brain manufactured because how I think ghosts look or how it's been presented to me, which is like, you could put your hands through it and whatever.
Wild.
But I'm telling you, in that particular city, it's there's a ton of haunted stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, and we just saw the hand on the table, and then it
Went
left.
about the evening.
Yeah, that was
Creepy.
That's so scary.
maybe
I
he was
love
trying to like
that.
pound me up, and I missed it because my hand was down. I was just saying hi.
It's always so funny. It's like I'm sure some ghosts are like from 2023,
Yeah.
Like they just
Recent
want to,
ones.
they're like, hey girl.
Well, it's like they're just finding their way, like Patrick Swayze and Ghost. They didn't realize they were a ghost. And then, but okay, so let's get back to your list.
Yes, I'll get back. There's a lot here. So let me get going. Have you guys been to the Kings Park Psychiatric? Michael's shaking his head.
So
He's been
this
there.
is a psychiatric hospital that has been shut down.
Yes. So it opened in 1885, housed 9,000 patients with its own farms, morgue, and power plant. And people still say that they hear echoes of screams, flickering lights, and moving shadows in Building 93.
So funny enough, I take a certain parkway going home every day because we are kind of like mid-island and I live on the South Shore. And so I had to take this parkway, and it is, famously dead stop all the time. So I cut through this park.
Got it.
And it is creepy. Like if you're ever there on like a hazy day or like like in the winter when everything's bare, ooh,
It's chills.
it's chills.
Is that the one? Is there graffiti all over it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so weird note. It is bar mitzvah season coming up for my son and his friends that observe, and you do a photo shoot. The bar mitzvah child does like a photo shoot prior, and they use those images during the bar mitzvah. They'll blow it up into a big poster and things
Yeah.
like that. And a lot of times people want to do like a graffiti background and for like tough looks, whatever.
Tough.
And they did. They did his photo
Wow.
shoot there in Kings Park.
That's crazy.
At the psych, and
That is kind of cool.
And it is. I mean, as she showed me the pictures, they are very cool. There's very cool. It's just graffiti everywhere. You wouldn't know that it was a former psych ward. but
No.
it serves multiple purposes.
It's scary.
a backdrop
I've
for bar mitzvah
been
shoots.
there a few times, and it's I get that vibe.
Angelica's like, I bring a tent there and we sleep there.
I sleep there on Wednesday nights.
Seances are held at. Exactly. Okay, go for more.
The next thing I want to talk about, and Sharon, you mentioned you might have a story to tell us, is Sweet Hollow Road.
Yes.
And this road is there's different legends tied to it, like 4 different legends.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So Sweet Hollow Road is in Huntington, and it's like lined with graveyards, right? So the whole entire. But there's like all these myths. As a high schooler or whatever, we used to go on that was our weekends. We would go up and down this road, and sometimes we would like hang out and play hide and seek in the graveyards. And yep.
I love
so this
that.
is why I don't
I'm
like
surprised
it.
you're not a spooky girl.
Definitely time that I heard my name being called, and like it was a horrible, scary story.
That's so scary.
It was creepy.
That is
And
so
then like
creepy.
wind chimes, like there was wind chimes, but there was no wind chimes.
Oh, I love that.
Creepy.
I get it. I mean, people say that there is a phantom police officer that will pull you over, and then when he gets out of his car, it vanishes. There is a legend that a school bus crashed underneath the bridge, and if you put your car in neutral, it's the little kids helping your car
Oh, no.
under the bridge. And this is true. I'm not sure if you don't believe in ghosts, maybe it's something like with a gravitational pull. But if you do put your car in neutral, your car does drive. Yes. And it's not like on an incline. So
Right.
it is weird. I mean, do with that as you will. And let me see. I think that's it, I think. But still, I go there every year, and I always get out of my car, and I always like have to walk it.
Yeah.
Like, what is going
Yeah.
on here? Another really cool spot that I don't know if anybody in this room's been to because it's a little niche. Mary's Grave,
In Smithtown?
Stony Brook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, St. James. St. James, head of the harbor.
She's known to haunt Katie's.
Katie's
Barn.
pub or
Yeah.
Katie's bar.
Yeah.
That they were on Ghost Adventures.
Yeah. It's wild.
They're very haunted.
Yeah.
Is she pleasant when she haunts it? Like, does she want a beer, or does she just want to like
I
knock
think you
your
see
mug
her.
off the
Like you
counter?
can just see her.
I think she's a little agitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on Ghost Adventures in Katie's bar in Smithtown, there was like glasses being thrown at them. So, I mean, Mary's Grave, it's I actually went there with my friends when we were like 15, and we were hearing noises in the woods when we were walking to the grave. We think they were regular people though.
Yeah, just trying to creep you
Just
out.
trying to creep me out, but it's definitely a spot that I recommend going to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Gateway Playhouse in Belport?
I love the Gateway Playhouse.
So this is like interesting too because when they have like like when you're driving down the Long Island Expressway or whatever, you can see like people put posters and stuff. Their posters would always freak me out because they are so spooky. And I'm like, you turn on one of the corners and like your light hits it just a certain way, and it's like it looks like there's ghosts, but I'm just talking about their advertising now. But yeah, so the Gateway
kudos.
Playhouse is one of Long Island's oldest theaters, and it reports of a ghostly top-hatted man, flickering lights, and eerie sounds. It's interesting.
There's more. There's even Saxghost Manor in Bayshore. It's home to a Native American princess's ghost and strange phenomena like shadowy figures and mysterious mists.
We were just there, and I used to live across the street from there.
Really?
Oh, I was just there. That was where the press conference was.
Yes.
We were all there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, you can top it off with the Thomas Halsey Homestead at Southampton History Museum. Two of our teammates, Bree and Chris, I believe, went there for an LITV episode a few years back.
Yeah, and they were never the same after.
They were never the
we
same.
talk about that all the
We
time.
do. That's like a constant conversation.
But they were scared, and they were doing like a ghost. I think they were doing a ghost tour, but that place is very haunted
Yeah,
too.
that was an LITV episode he did years ago. That's crazy. Fire Island Lighthouse is known to be haunted, apparently by the grieving caretaker and his ill child, whose spirits still roam the isolated lighthouse. This is creepy.
It's just another reason to go to that lighthouse. Port Jeff Ferry, people have spotted a ghost of a former captain in a weathered uniform aboard the night ferries.
Ooh.
So
That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things I can do, just for the record.
Yeah, those
like
things.
ghost stories.
I think I've positioned myself as somebody who like can't see a spider and I'll freak out. These things I would do.
They're
Yeah.
fun.
As long as the ghost captain doesn't take us off course, get back to where we need to be.
Stony Brook University windmill in Southampton is haunted by the ghost of a young girl who fell to her death in 1713 in this windmill.
That's so sad.
Yikes. And then let's these stories are not they're sad. Well, they're sad, but another reason to visit Oheka Castle in Huntington. The guest reports shadowy figures, strange footprints, and rogue cameras. That's a
scary.
weird one.
That is creepy.
I mean, you look at Oheka and it's like it has to be it has to be haunted.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like we just went to the Bourne Mansion too, and I feel like any mansion is gotta be right.
It's
like
creaky,
it's crazy.
It's old.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sounds
like
when you're just walking
dusty.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
can't be a mansion if you're not haunted.
Do you have
That's
a
those rules.
Do you have a costume?
I am going to my friend Sean and Leo's wedding on October 31st, and it's a masquerade ball.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait.
What does your mask look like?
Oh, I'll show you. It's very black swan. It looks like
Okay.
a bird
Yeah.
almost,
Love
like
it.
a black bird. You would like it because you and me have very similar black tastes.
Yes.
What are you guys being?
I can't say, and I haven't sent it out yet, but I want to send an email. We spoke about it last week that people can come in on Thursday if they'd like to in costume. I have a costume.
I will be running to Party City after this.
Yeah, I have a costume that I think is going to be. It's ill-fitting as all costumes are on me. It's an adult size. I am not adult size, but I think it's going to be a huge hit.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Thanks. And what about you?
I have like these inflatable costumes that I throw on every year when I go trick or treating with the kids. It's like from this video game, like Fallout Boy or something. No, Fall Guys. I don't know what it is. It's like I look like a big blob, but it's fun because I can like hang out in there and it's like huge. So like, you know what an inflatable is.
Yeah, no, I do.
It's like a T-Rex inflatable. One of those.
Oh my God, those are so funny. Angelica, thank you so much for joining us. This was awesome.
And have a happy Halloween to our listeners.
Happy Halloween. I loved it. She has like so much
Knowledge,
more
horror
and like
knowledge.
she loves it, and I love that for her. She was awesome. So for more information to find up and read more on our blog, visit discoverlongisland.com/blog.
So one of my favorite times on Long Island of the year is Fall Long Island Restaurant Week. This
me
kicks off
too.
November 2nd, folks. This is Sunday. It's a week long, Sunday to Sunday, November 2nd to the 9th. There's delicious seasonal and affordable meals at some of Long Island's top restaurants. There's 2-course lunches for $24, easy. 3-course dinners for $29, $39, and $46. Prefix menus are available all day except Saturdays when they run until 7. There's Mediterranean, Vietnamese, American, Irish, Brazilian, French, Mexican, Greek, Japanese, every cuisine you can think of. I think the only thing we haven't done is selected a restaurant that we're going to go to together. Let's do a lunch.
I would love that. You and I love a good lunch.
We do love a good lunch.
Pro tip, book early. These deals end November 9th. We published a detailed blog with key menus from many of our partners, but here are a couple highlights to get you started. Like Calissa in Watermill, it brings bold Greek flavors with a $39 prefix menu featuring fresh seafood and hearty mains with like lamb chops and New York strip steak.
Shandon Court in East Islip, $39 prefix menu with seasonal favorites, pumpkin fettuccine, 'tis the season, braised short ribs, already drooling, and indulgent desserts including salted caramel gelato.
Other participating restaurants include Arlo Kitchen and Bar, Bayberry and Islip, Black Pearl Seafood Chop House in Port Jeff, H2O Seafood Sushi in Smithtown, Lamani Grill in Comac, one of my faves, Maribel Tavern in Stony Brook, where we did a podcast last year for the holidays, Ruta Oaxaca in Patchogue, The James in Babylon, and book early at longislandrestaurantweek.com.
Okay, I'm very excited this landed on me. We brought it up briefly, and anywhere you follow us, we are huge promoters of this event, just because we also love Long Island wine country, but On a personal note, this is your last chance, folks. You've seen it on social to enter our giveaway for tickets to Long Island's first Blanc and Franc Summit. It is happening on November 14th at RGMY in Riverhead. We're celebrating Long Island's signature Sauv Blanc and Cab Franc wines. If you haven't entered yet, there's still time to win a pair of general admission tickets to this giveaway. It's open until Thursday,
Amazing.
October 30th.
This is incredible because don't forget, hot teas, you can get 20% off general admission with the discount code BAFS as in Sam 20.
So the event includes VIP early entry, a panel discussion with top winemakers and experts, plus tastings from 20 plus Long Island wineries. So for tickets and info, in addition to submitting your name for our giveaway, visit liwines.com/events. This is a friends and family event. You know what I mean? Like,
I love this.
Send this out to your friends. This is a very, very cool event that, again, it's the first one.
It's going to be incredible. I'm super
trendsetter.
excited.
Me too.
So, yeah, be a trendsetter. I like that. New York Jets, they're honoring 3 Long Island first responders, Suffolk Deputy Dylan Hever and Yaphank Correction Officers Sean Higgins and Travis Yakovone, who saved Larry Mazzillo's life after a heart attack at a senior picnic. I saw this on the news.
Yeah.
They had... what are they called? Chest cams? What are they called?
Body cam.
Body cam footage of it. And oh my gosh, what an incredible, incredible thing they did. And I'm so glad that New York Jets are honoring them. The trio will hold a giant American flag during the national anthem at MetLife Stadium for First Responder Appreciation Day, a surprise organized by the Jets and Suffolk Sheriff Earl Talone Jr.
So Mazzillo is 73 years old. They call him the ladies' man. He's known for love of dancing and being a ladies' man. He was revived after 10 minutes of CPR. That's the body cam footage you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
That's wild to see. But thanks to these officers, he's back on his feet, joking, enjoying life. And the quote from his sister was, he gave us our brother back. Makes a lot of sense. So, the Jets, on a cuter level, hope for their own miracle against the Falcons that day. Weird transition, but
That's funny. Handmade Hustle soap maker shines at Long Island's Ritz-Carlton of Women's Expos. I love a good Women's Expo.
do too.
We know this. Angela Carrillo of Bethpage, founder of Alenga Soap, returned to this year's Women's Expo at the Middle Country Public Library, not just to sell her plant-based soaps, but to reconnect with fellow women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, this started as just a hobby 15 years ago, but she's built a thriving brand with a digital storefront and products in hotels and boutiques.
The Women's Expo, now in its 25th year and hosted by the Middle Country Library Foundation, has grown into a launchpad for women-owned business, offering mentorship, networking, and resources.
It's very cool. She works with other people that she met at the expo, and it just proves that when women connect, businesses bloom.
I know.
So if you've been wondering, we do talk about how important small businesses are here,
Yeah.
especially when we talk about our vibrant downtowns. And here's an example of, if you have an idea and you want to open a storefront, Long Island is the place to come and do it.
Absolutely. What else is happening on Long Island?
A lot of good stuff.
A lot of great stuff. We are having our first pediatric heart transplant program launching at Cohen's Children's Hospital. They just received New York State approval to open Long Island's first pediatric heart transplant program. This is located in a new $110 million kid-friendly facility with 8 operating suites. The program addresses a critical need because 55% of New York children requiring new hearts live within Cohen's service area.
That's wild.
Wild stat.
Yeah. Dr. Klein Mahone leads a team of 20-plus transplant specialists dedicated to providing top-quality care for local families. We've said this before. The hospitals here on Long Island are top-notch. There's no need to even go into the city. People come here from the city, and people come here from all over.
Yeah.
And just knowing this is a children's hospital, for me, we've been to Cohen's.
Me too.
Children's Hospital 100 times. With the most serious and scary things going on with my kids. I remember when I had Harper, she had a fever just a few months into being alive, which babies do.
Yeah, they run hot.
And I remember taking her temperature, and it kept going up. And I took it away because I was bugging out, and I ran to the hospital. I remember my sister, who had 4 kids, called me and was like, I'm going to meet you there, but you need to relax because this is just going to happen. But we went straight to Cohen's because we had such confidence that if there was an issue, we, you know, beyond, you know, the capabilities of the local hospitals, going to Cohen's Children was
and even their other Pearl had a cyst on her temple, and she was 2 years old, and I remember scheduling the surgery, not knowing what it was.
Yeah.
It would come out, it would like bulge out when she was sick or whatever, and so we wound up getting, you know, an ultrasound. It was all benign, everything's fine, but we needed it removed. And we went to Cohen, scheduled the surgery. We were in the waiting room to get ready to wheel her in and get her dressed. And the doctor came out and he's like, let me measure it again. He came in, got us ultrasound of it. He's like, I'm not doing the surgery. He stopped right there. He's like, nope, you guys can go home. He's like, it'll shrink. He's like, it shrunk from 2 weeks ago from our pre-op, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not moving forward with the surgery. Like, incredible doctors.
That's a confident doctor. And who obviously to this day, that was the right move. Because it's not an issue.
Right. It was incredible.
Yeah.
So kudos to Long Island for having incredible doctors and hospitals.
Yes.
It's amazing.
But you know what else?
Kid-friendly.
Incredible kid-friendly. Toys R Us.
I am so
me too.
excited.
So Toys R Us is returning to Long Island with new stores. This is ahead of the holidays, folks. So before you go run to order things from online companies, you can remember, at least our generation, just remember what it's like to go into like a huge toy store and just there's enough selection. You don't need a billion of everything.
Right.
Your kid wants a Barbie, there's going to be 40 Barbies there.
Yeah.
You need a new bike, there's going to be 100 bikes there. But yeah, so it's coming back. It's making a big return to Long Island this holiday season, opening a 7,000 square foot standalone store at Tanger Outlets in Deer Park. It's first on the island since 2018.
This is incredible because if you know, you know, like you said, but a lot of Toys R Us have been opening pop-ups in like Macy's or Kohl's and things like that. This is the first standalone store since 2018. I'm so excited. The new location is a part of the retailer's plan to launch 30 new stores nationwide, including 10 permanent and 20 seasonal pop-ups. Parent company WHP Global, which revived the brand in 2021, says the expansion focuses on bringing back the hands-on nostalgic toy shopping experience.
Yeah, it's going to open in November again in Deer Park and featuring the brands that you seek out: Lego, Barbie, Hot Wheels, Nerf. I mean, there is something to be said. You know, we have a great toy store in our town, a small toy store that you go to, which is great to have. But there is something to be said when we were young that, like, after a good report card, after a bad day, just because you were passing it, like, walking in that enormous toy store with your parent and just finding the right aisle and looking at that selection and, you know, and just purchasing something that was just like, it was exciting to be there, like holding hands, or even when you were old enough to run through. And so I'm like very excited to, I think they'll still, you know, if we need a new basketball, if we need
definitely.
You know, that's what we can go there for. So I think that'll be a really nice, like we said, a real nostalgic thing to do, and it's a nice bonding experience with your kid.
I love it. It's better than Target when they're throwing tantrums.
Right, or like sending me my daughter sent me a link for something she wants for the holidays. It's like, all right, there's something just sort of like boring about that. Like she sent me what she wants. I'm going to order it. She's going to get it. She's going to smile. But like if we go to the store, there's like a little element of surprise.
I love it.
So I'm very excited for that.
Should we get into this weekend on Long Island?
Let's do it.
This segment is sponsored by East End Getaway. Friday, October 31st, Sag Harbor Pumpkin Trail, Sag Harbor, 1 p.m. Take a spooky stroll along the pumpkin lit trail in charming Sag Harbor.
Then there's more Halloween parties for kids. Again on Friday, Glover's Park and West Hampton Beach from 3:30 to 5:30, so right after school. This will be a fun-filled Halloween bash with games, treats, and costumes.
Red carpet dance party with Scarioki. I love this.
Nice,
Bay Street
fun.
Theater, 4 to 6 p.m. is also happening on Friday. Show off your moves and your spooky singing skills at this dance party with a twist.
And on Saturday, we're going to do ghost hunting in the Cutchogue Village Green. That's 6 to 7:30. That's session 1. If you can't get there that early, 8 to 9:30 is session 2, so you can explore haunted historic buildings with paranormal pros using real ghost hunting gear. Maybe Angelica's leading it to uncover eerie tales and sightings.
Monster House Matinee screening is in Sag Harbor Cinema, also on November 1st, 11 a.m., Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy a spooky movie with free popcorn for the whole family.
Cute.
For more Halloween adventures to plan, visit eastendgetaway.com. Again, that's eastendgetaway.com.
Celebrity. This was a fun one. That was unexpected. Mariska Hargitay from Law & Order reveals that our own John Edward psychic, predicted her Law & Order SVU fame.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, so in the video, she was saying just before she landed her iconic role as Olivia Benson on SVU, she revealed that that John Edward predicted that she would become famous. It, obviously came true and helped shape her path to stardom, but she had said in the interview that she expected to be a comedian.
Wow.
And at the time, was she living in New York or LA? Oh, she was here, right? So she was here, but at the time she was living in LA, and she had said, "You can't be right. Look at this face. I want to be a comedian."
That's funny.
And I'm living in LA. So like getting a job, I'm getting a job here. And then I think she said like really it was days, but just maybe weeks before she got the call. And then fast forward, how long has SVU been on? And she is like the most beloved character.
It's crazy. I love that. I love John Edwards. We should try and get him as a guest. I mean,
yeah, can he come here and
predict our future?
Yeah, only if it's positive.
Oh,
otherwise he
they
can
can
keep
only
it to
do
himself.
positive. I feel like.
I guess if you're looking into the future and something negative was said, you just don't want to know it because it's inevitable.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but let's get him on.
I will. Or Michael will. I'm like, I will.
Make it happen, Peaches.
Yes, Peaches. Okay, I think this has been a great episode. I'm spooky and scared and ready for Halloween. Hotties, leave us a review, 5 stars. Call us, leave us a DM. Tell us how you're doing. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow the Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.